Being kind is a beautiful thing, but it can also become a dangerous trap when it's not backed by boundaries and wisdom. Too many of us have been taught that kindness is the key to being loved, respected, and accepted. We've been led to believe that always saying yes, always being available, and always helping others makes us good people. But what happens when that kindness turns into weakness in the eyes of others? When your giving spirit makes you a target instead of a hero? This monologue is not about turning cold or becoming heartless. It's about waking up. It's about understanding that in a world where power is the game, being too nice without limits makes you a tool, nothing more. We must unlearn the lie that being good to everyone will lead to peace, respect, or elevation. The reality is much harsher. Those who are too kind often find themselves being used, discarded, and forgotten. Think about the times you gave your time, your energy, or your support without ever questioning if it was deserved. Did you get gratitude, or were you met with silence? Did those people return the favor? Most likely, they didn't. That's because society doesn't value what comes too easy. And if you don't put a price on your time or your kindness, no one else will either. Remember that. This discussion was made for those who are tired of being used, for those who've canceled plans for others, missed out on their own goals, and bent over backwards for people who never give back. It's time to see the truth and take your power back. The world will never hand you respect. You must demand it, and that begins with how you manage your kindness. You don't have to be mean to gain respect. You just have to stop being too nice. Let's break this all down. When you give too much without limits, people begin to see you as a resource, not a person. They don't think about your needs. They only think about what they can get from you. And the more you give, the more they demand. That's not because they're evil, it's because they're human. Human nature seeks advantage. When you offer yourself freely to everyone, you're silently saying, I'm always here, no matter what, and people will take you up on that. This is not about being evil or selfish. This is about being smart. When you don't set boundaries, you become disposable. You become the one people only remember when they need something. You might think you're being noble, but you're just being used. Those who don't protect their time and energy are the ones who end up burned out, bitter, and alone. Your kindness has to come with a filter. Not everyone deserves it. Just because someone asked doesn't mean you owe them. If you keep giving to people who don't respect your time, they will drain you dry and then move on to the next person. They won't look back. They won't thank you. They'll just say you changed when you stop finally letting them use you. Think about how many opportunities you missed because you were too busy helping someone else. How many times did you put someone else's needs above your own? And what did it get you? Respect? Loyalty? Most likely, it got you silence. Being too kind without strategy is like pouring water into a cup with no bottom. You keep giving, but nothing stays. Let's make one thing clear. People respect strength. They respect those who can say no. Kindness does not earn respect on its own, especially when it's given blindly. When you give to everyone, people don't see it as generosity. They see it as weakness. They assume you have nothing better to do. They assume your time isn't worth much. On the other hand, when you protect your space, your time, and your energy, people notice. They may not like it, but they respect it. Setting boundaries is not rejection, it's protection. It's how you say, I matter too, and that's powerful. That's the beginning of real respect. The people who truly care about you will understand. The ones who get angry, they were only there to use you. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you wise. Being strategic with your kindness makes it more valuable. It shows others that you know your worth. And once people see that you value yourself, they begin to value you too. Boundaries are not walls, they're gates. They decide who gets your time and who doesn't. Use them. Every time you say yes to the wrong person, you're saying no to yourself. Every time you put someone else's needs above your own without question, you lose a part of your own dreams. Over time, those small losses add up. You wake up one day wondering why you're so tired, so drained, so empty. That's because you've given everything to everyone else and left nothing for yourself. Those who climb the ladder of power don't do it by serving everyone. They choose carefully who gets their attention. They invest in people who respect them. They understand that value comes from scarcity. You cannot be everywhere for everyone and expect to be respected. You have to choose where your energy goes and who deserves it. If you want to be respected, you must become a person who values their own time. You must be willing to walk away from people who don't respect your boundaries. That's not cruelty. That's wisdom. That's survival. And in this world, survival depends on strength, not softness. We've been raised to believe that kindness is always good, but blind kindness is a trap. It turns you into a tool. It makes you easy to use. The truth is, you don't owe your energy to anyone. Your time is limited. Your energy is valuable. And your kindness should be earned, not expected. The people who matter won't leave you just because you say no. They will respect your boundaries and appreciate the kindness you do give. But you have to make that choice. You have to decide that your value comes first. Because if you don't, someone else will set your value for you, and it will be lower than you deserve. The real world doesn't reward those who give everything without question. It uses them. It drains them. And ultimately, it forgets them. If you want to lead, if you want to be respected, if you want to be powerful, you must control your kindness. You must make it rare, make it intentional, and give it only to those who have earned it. This is not about being cold. It's about being strong. It's about choosing who gets your time, your energy, and your loyalty. That's leadership. That's power. That's wisdom. Don't be a stepping stone. Be the foundation. Set your price. Protect your value. Choose wisely. Because kindness without strategy isn't kindness at all. It's surrender.